The door should be unlocked. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry, I expected for somebody else. Make no mistake, it has been lonely up here. So I guess it makes it slightly a better circumstance. Oh, so you did notice. Yes, I did some decorating. My father lets me choose a handful of pleasantries to decorate my chamber. Like those portraits. Well, in vain, I think if I could paint the bricks around them, the frames won't clash as much as they do now. What do you think? Well, thank you for your advice. Though I do have a few questions for you about what's going on out there. And first of all, what has the market been like? I used to sneak out there and buy trinkets. It was a simple joy, but after a while, I guess people knew. At least, after a while, anyway. It's quieter? What? That's odd, to say the least. I thought business would continue per norm. More street guards. Why? Have the dragons come back or something? No, that'd be too much. My father wouldn't be that paranoid towards the public anyway, and would surely not tighten his grip around his people. So, next question. If that is alright with you, what has happened to the palace? It has been too quiet lately, and it has me worried. What? The king started to worry and began to fortify the kingdom? No, that just stop. I cannot believe that. It's my father we're talking about here. He's the most relaxed and kind person I've ever met. He would never. What? He's worried, panicked, and paranoid. No, he's just worried. I know he is. It's he just wants to make he just wants to make sure the castle and the kingdom is better and safe place. I know that for a fact. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to think a reason that he would do this. It just doesn't sound like him to do something like this to anyone, especially his own daughter. But what can be done? We should probably change the subject or something more lighthearted. How have the palace animals been? Have they returned yet from the winter months of migration? They have? Oh, fantastic! I so wish for the capability to see them return from their migration, as it's so quite majestic. Have you been watching the northern lights too? I see. Well, that, as one of the few things I can do from up here, is quite nice. If only am I right. I suppose in these trying times, we must look to each other for our own entertainment. Am I correct? Don't bother to answer, as I don't deal with fallacies of any sort. So have we received any trades of interest? Only some? Expensive fruits? I do suppose there are worse things to import. What other things have occurred in this time since I've been locked up here? Oh! A new statue was raised? Who was it for? Me? Whoa, really? I didn't expect that. I mean, I'd be honored if I wasn't so confused. Do the people think I'm dead? No? Well, that's a good thing at least. How about the docks? 2 new ships were christened? Well, that's good. I'm happy to know that nothing has really stopped. I, of course, just wish I could see it happening rather than being stuck up here. Would you be able to get me a telescope? And a copy of the newspaper as it's released, yes? Thank you so much. Any sort of way to keep up with the outside means a lot to me. To know that you would do this for me is worth so much to me. Well, that leads into my next question. Why have I been hearing music every day from the courtyards? New soldiers? The king has been preparing the kingdom for something, though I do not know what. What about you? Are you privy to any knowledge of what is happening? No. No message being given. No diplomatic affairs. Whoa. I guess we are both truly in the dark here. Well, please let me know if anything is to come of this. No, I have not been too cold up here. It's an unusual question, but I suppose it is not misplaced. We are fortunate enough to be having a somewhat mild summer. I have quite enjoyed the cold bricks on the floor. Though it is pretty cold at night, I'm happy I can sleep by the fireplace with relative comfort. I've got enough blankets and cushions that I'm alright with it. My one gripe is that I haven't been able to tend to my business in the many gardens and libraries here. Tell me, are those two being maintained? That's good. I was so worried that they weren't. For example, the library needs to be dusted and cleaned regularly, or else I'm afraid it might infest with it. Say, guard, may I make one final request? Okay, if I give you a list of items to buy from the market, will you buy them for me? Within reason, of course. You'll be compensated appropriately and fairly based on said items. These items will include tomes, potions, and food, and other items that would be a comfort for me. So, will you? Thank you so kindly, guard. That means so much that you don't know. You are so welcome to visit any point of the time, though do expect my thanks for any items that I request. I do love the idea of fresh bread being brought into this dank room. It's a simple comfort, yes, but one I gravitate to very greatly. Once again, I must thank you so much. I doubt my father will disapprove of this action. Thank you so much. Now, be off with you on your next quest. The princess of this kingdom gives you her blessing. Be my shining knight in armor to save me from this monotony day. Have a nice day. Try to be careful.